Hi guys, so today I am here to do the next video in my unusual names for every letter series. Today I'm going to be talking about unusual boys' names that start with the letter A. If you haven't seen the girls' video, I will link it in the description box below. And if you have any suggestions for unusual B names, let me know in the comments. All of the names that I'm going to talk about in this video are not in the top 1,000 boys' names in the US. And without further ado, I'm just going to get started. So the first name I have on this list is Adagio. Adagio is a Hebrew name that means my Lord is God. This is the name of one of King David's sons in the Bible. I feel like this could be a very, very cool way to honor someone named Don or Donald, because Don is right in the middle of that name. And I think this name fits in with other 4-syllable Old Testament names like Nehemiah, Jeremiah, Zechariah. And you could get the nicknames Addie or Donnie or Nija. There's a lot of really cool nicknames that you could get from this name. There were only 12 boys given this name in 2017. I understand that it's a little bit more of an adventurous, brave name, but I also think it would make a very, very cool middle name choice. The next name I have is Arkady. Arkady is a Russian name that means bear, and it comes from the Greek name Arcadia. This name just has such a cool sound to me. It has been the name of several characters in Russian literature. It would be a very cool way to honor Russian heritage, and I love the nickname Ark. I think it'd be a very, very cool 1-syllable nickname. The next name might be one of my favorites on this list, and that is Adagio. Adagio is an Italian musical term that means at ease. And in music, Adagio is used to indicate a musical passage that is slower. And Adagio would be a really cool name for Aria's younger brother, or just for parents who are musically inclined. And it has that really cool EO ending that is popular in names like Matteo and Leo and Antonio. Adagio. I really, really like this one. The next name I have is also a word name, and that is Admiral. Admiral comes from an occupation word meaning a commander of a naval fleet. I think this would be a very cool occupation name choice, and it also fits in with that ocean sailing name trend with names like Navy and Sailor and Ocean and Cove that have been popular. Even Anchor, that's one that I didn't talk about in this list, but Anchor is another cool A name for boys. Only 6 baby boys were given the name Admiral in 2017, so it is very, very rare. And it also could fit in with names like Addison and Adrian, but it does have that cool word name twist to it. The next name I absolutely love, and that is Aslan. Aslan comes from Turkish and means lion, and Aslan is the name of one of the characters in the Narnia series by C.S. Lewis. Of course, I absolutely love the Chronicles of Narnia. Caspian, which is my favorite boy's name, comes from the Chronicles of Narnia, and Caspian is gaining popularity, so I could definitely see Aslan gaining popularity maybe as an alternative to names like Aiden or Alan or even Landon. Aslan was given to 61 boys in 2017, so it is being used, but it is still quite rare. The next name I have is Arlington. Arlington comes from the surname Arlington, and it's a very common place name in the United States, including the name of Arlington National Cemetery. I think this name would be very fitting for a Memorial Day baby, or as an alternative to Remington or Ashton or any other more popular T-O-N ending names. I think it could even be used to honor an art or an Arthur. And there were only 17 boys given this name in 2017. The next name is one that I'm surprised isn't more popular, and that is Ajax. Ajax is a name that comes from ancient Greek mythology. It was actually the name of two heroes from the Trojan War, and it has that super cool X ending that is popular in names at the moment. I think it could be such a cool Alex or Axel or even Jack alternative. It was only used 28 times in 2017, but I do see this one becoming more popular. The next name I have is a more naturey one, and that is Ashford. Ashford comes from a surname that means a ford of ash trees. I think this could be a great alternative to more popular names like Asher or Ashton. I think it has kind of a distinguished sound to it and would make a really cool middle name choice if you don't want to use it as a first name. And the nicknames Ash and Ford are both adorable. This name was only given to 6 boys in the US in 2017. The next name is one that's exotic but still very accessible for English-speaking people, and that is Arvo. Arvo is a Finnish name that means value or worth. I think this name is super cool. It has that great 2-syllable feel. It sounds a lot like Arlo, but it is really completely unheard of over here in North America. I think it's exotic, but it's still easy to pronounce and spell. It was given to only 5 boys in the US in 2017, but I just think it is so cool. I had to put it on this list. The next name is one that I've loved for a very long time, and that is Amadeus. Amadeus is a Latin name that means love of God. This is of course the middle name of composer Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, and I also love the Italian version of this name, which is Amadeo, if you love that O ending. Amadeus is ranked number 1908 on the popularity charts, so it is being used, but definitely nowhere near the top 1,000. And the last name I have on this list is Arrow. Arrow is the most popular name on this list at number 1,316. So it's being used, but it's definitely not popular. Arrow is a very cool alternative to the more popular name Archer. It has a very similar feel and sound, and I just think it's a super cool word name that could definitely work as a baby boy's name. And it would make a very cool middle name as well if you aren't quite brave enough to use it as a first. So let me know what you thought of the names on this list. What are your favorite A names for boys? And go check out my girls video if you haven't already. And if you want more unusual and interesting names, you can check out my Instagram. I will link that in the description box below as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.